LinkedIn space.
Recording is on.
He has paid attention to the LinkedIn space and he has gotten result over time, over the years, right? So he has paid attention to it. He has experience, he has results to show, and that is why he's here to enlighten us and to give us perspective on how to take advantage of that space. So, like I said, to do great things, we must do fewer things. So, for some of us, we are trying to do everything ourselves. We're trying to be the social media manager. We're trying to be the one to come up with the script, content creator. We're trying to be everything for our business, but that's not how it works. So tonight's session will give us an understanding of how LinkedIn works, and then there will be then you know how the need for you to have someone handle the account for you, right? So that you can get result on time, can get result on time. And as we all know, the business we are in is a service, it's a service business. So you have to generate traffic. We have the system already, the system being scale it, right? And we have the skill already. We are all experts in our various fields. So the skill is there, the system is there. The problem now is how to generate traffic that will convert such that you begin to make money based on your own goals and objective, right? So that's why we are looking at how to position ourselves on LinkedIn to get um, paying leads that will pay us for the expertise that we render as individuals. So, without taking too much of our time, this session is being recorded so that we can go over it again. I'm just going to welcome our our coach tonight. That's Mr. Samuel Joseph to to teach us what he has experienced on LinkedIn, his results so far, and how we can position ourselves and leverage LinkedIn for our business as a coach. So over to you, Mr. Samuel. Please, can we hear him? Can you hear me, please? Hello, can you hear me, please? I need feedback. I can't hear Mr. Samuel.
I can hear you.
All right, thank you so much. So, Mr. Samuel, can you hear me? I can't really get hear from your own end. I believe you are unmuted already. Oh, wow. Okay, while we wait for Mr. Samuel, just a few things. Okay, so I believe every one of us have been able to go through the scale it system, and we understand how to use the system so far. So if you don't understand how to use the system, you can just let me know so that I can put you through, because I don't want to assume everybody on the platform understand how to use the system. Okay. So you know how to get your own unique link. You know how to create session for booking, and I think basically that's it. You create session for booking, and then you copy your own unique link. and then you extend it to your community for them to book a call with you. Okay, Mr. Joseph, okay? You are raising up your hands. You can unmute and speak.
Good evening, everybody. Can we hear me?
Okay, now we can hear you loud and clear now.
All right. So thank you so much, Mr. Emmanuel, for inviting me here. And then, well, let's just get straight to it. So I'm going to start off from where you made mention of something that struck me very profound. You said to do greater things, you have to do fewer things. Very profound. So I'm going to start off from there. So you see, many professionals, just like you've rightly said, wants to be everything. They are paying attention to a lot of things. And the truth is, you need to pay attention to one particular thing and then ensure you give in your all for other things to come to you. All right, so let's quickly dive into LinkedIn optimization and positioning. Now, I'm very sure. Please confirm if you can hear me.
Yes, please, we can hear you.
All right. Because, we need clients, we need speaking engagement, we want international opportunities and a lot of other opportunities. Now I want us to understand that LinkedIn is filled with opportunities. There are a lot of opportunities in LinkedIn. This is what we need to understand first. I know many people are neglecting LinkedIn. Many professionals are not taking LinkedIn very serious because the field is so professional, is this, is that. I've interacted with a couple of persons and then they will give all kinds of reasons for them not being active on LinkedIn. But I want to tell you and I want to put it to you that there are a lot of opportunities on LinkedIn. Now, you have to be the one to strategically position yourself to either attract this opportunity or you go after these opportunities. Are we following? All right. So, as I was saying, there are a lot of opportunities on LinkedIn, but then you have to be the one to strategically position yourself to either attract this opportunity or you go after this opportunity. Now, many persons are doing, what many professionals are doing is that they are neglecting positioning themselves strategically to to going after these opportunities. Now they are substituting positioning themselves to attract this opportunity to going after this and then if you are always going after opportunities, chasing after opportunities, you will get burnt out, you will get tired. It's going to get so draining and demanding if you are always going after it. I'm not against going after opportunity. Going after opportunity is nice, is good. I also chase some opportunities. But then if all you do on LinkedIn is go after this opportunity, you end up not eating the fruit. I love saying it. I love saying this way, eating the fruits of LinkedIn streets. So yeah. So what I'm going to be talking about today is how you can strategically position yourself to attract these opportunities. So you don't have to go after these opportunities every time. And this is where many professionals are missing it. They are always going after the opportunities on LinkedIn. They heard that okay, somebody is telling them that okay, I got so and so from LinkedIn, I got this and this from LinkedIn, and then they're coming to LinkedIn with that mindset of they want to go after this, they want to go to the I've never applied for okay, I've applied for jobs on LinkedIn, but I've never gotten a job on LinkedIn from applying from the job sections. Now on LinkedIn, there is a job section where you can go, you see jobs, you apply. But I've a couple of years ago, when I started out on LinkedIn, I was doing the same thing. I was just applying, sending applications, but I have never applied and got a job from LinkedIn. But I can tell you on a daily, I make money from LinkedIn from just strategically positioning myself to attract these opportunities instead of going after these opportunities. So what we'll be discussing today is how we can strategically position ourselves to attract this opportunity. Now, That brings us to LinkedIn optimization. Now, there are a couple of things you have to put in mind if you are to strategically position yourself as an authority on LinkedIn. Are we following? Just to be sure I'm not talking to myself. All right. So there are certain things that you need to put in place when you want to strategically position yourself to attract opportunities from LinkedIn on LinkedIn. So one of those things is how people perceive you. How people perceive you when someone comes to your page, a person opens your LinkedIn profile. What can they see? It goes a long way before send you a DM, a message they want to work with you, how they perceive you. Now, from that, or that says to me that on LinkedIn, I have to package myself to look like a professional. Now, from my headline to my profile picture, to my banner, to my about sections, to my feature section, to everything on my profile on LinkedIn has to be professionally done, has to be professionally arranged. So that when somebody is coming to your LinkedIn profile, when somebody is coming across your profile, they don't just want to come and leave. Now, I know you get notification. If you've been on LinkedIn for a while, you would know that when somebody views your profile, LinkedIn notifies you that so and so person has viewed your profile. If you have been on LinkedIn for a while, you should have gotten this notification that where somebody viewed your profile, and then LinkedIn tells you that okay, this person viewed your profile. Now that's telling you that that person is supposed to be your client. Many times this person to view your profile and then they will not end up sending you a message. They will not end up working with you because they went through your profile and they saw that there is nothing to write home about your profile. And so they will not reach to you. They just view it. This person is not, what's this person doing? He's not doing anything serious. He's not here. There's nothing to show that this person knows what he's doing. They leave without sending you a DM. So one of the first thing should or that we should take serious as it has to do with strategically positioning yourself on LinkedIn is how your profile is. Your profile has to be optimized. Your LinkedIn profile this cannot be overemphasized. I can't overemphasize this. Your LinkedIn profile has to be optimized to position you as an authority. Now, by that I mean that your banner has to be professionally designed, professionally done. Now, when somebody comes to your profile and says, okay, this person is doing this and this and this and that, okay, it is neatly arranged. And okay, then your profile picture, it speaks a lot about who you are, your work, what you are doing. Then the next thing is your headline. Now, your headline is what makes people even reach out to you. Many people on LinkedIn are not aware of this. Your headline is what makes people reach out to you. Now, your headline says what you do, who you help, and what you've been doing. That's what should appear on your headline. Now, many people they don't even know this, but it's through your headline people reach out to you on LinkedIn. Tons of messages on a daily. These and this and that. You said you make LinkedIn work for me. How is that possible? How can we? It tons of this because of my headline, and so your headline listing your nobody pays to. Some people on LinkedIn. What was on my headline was just titles. My titles. I'm a global ambassador. I'm a founder of two companies. A couple of other titles I have. So what was on my LinkedIn headline was just these titles, not what I do. And people will not pay you for your title. Nobody actually send you. Nobody cares about your title because they are obviously 1001 person that is having titles that are worth more than the titles you think you have. So nobody is going to pay you for the titles you think you have. What people pay you for is for the solution you bring, how you help them solve their problem. So, and people will not discover you on LinkedIn through your titles. They will discover you on LinkedIn through the service you render. Many people on LinkedIn are not aware of this. So they end up putting titles on their headline. Social media manager, For instance, social media manager, for instance, banker, for instance, virtual assistant, just these titles. Nobody's going to pay you for being a virtual assistant. What they pay you is for what they pay you for is for what that virtual assistant that you are can solve. The problem that virtual assistant that you are can solve for them. And it has to be clearly stated on your headline. I can help you do this and this and that. I can help you achieve this and this and that. I can help you save a total of 18 hours weekly through doing this and this and that for you. This is how people discover you on LinkedIn. So I've made mention of your headline, mention of your professionally done. I've made mention of your profile picture, professionally done. These are the little things that people pay attention to, and many professionals on LinkedIn are neglecting. And so they end up saying LinkedIn does not work for them. LinkedIn is not working. People on LinkedIn are lying. People on LinkedIn are exaggerating. I always tell my students that don't be part of the people that are saying all those stuff, because if you are part of them, you don't want to really put in efforts to arrange your profile to ensure that you get the results from LinkedIn. Are we still with me? Can I get some reactions if we are still here? All right. Any questions so far? Or should I continue? Should I shoot? Any question? Anybody has any question? Anybody has any question? No question so far, right? So I've spoken about banner being optimized, professionally done, professionally designed. I've spoken about your profile picture. I've spoken about what's it called now? Your headline. Now the next thing is your about section. Now the next thing is your about section. Your about section has to speak, or your about section is explanation of your headline. Now let's say you put in your headline. Your headline is saying, "I'm a social media manager. I help companies do this and this and this and that." What your about section will be doing is explaining or giving breakdown of what is on your headline. That's what your about section does. So after that, let's move quickly to what's it called now? Your featured section. Now, many professionals on LinkedIn, they don't have featured section. They're not even aware that there's something called featured section. So there's no featured section on their what's it called now? On their LinkedIn profile. It's all these little tiny details is what makes your profile stand out. Now, for your featured section, you have to also get a professional design to put on your featured section. Now, your featured section is what it does. What that section is there for is just to highlight your achievements, to put out when somebody comes on your profile, there's a visual representation of what you do and what you've done. That's what your featured section is for. Now, in your headline, like I said, the headline is telling your client or your prospective client what you do and how you can help them. Now, your feature section is going to be the visual representation of that your headline, showing them that okay, this is what I do, this is what I've been doing in a very organized manner. So that's what your featured section does on LinkedIn. Are we following? So yes, I've spoken about headline, I've spoken about banner, I've spoken about profile picture, I've spoken about featured section. Now, lastly, is your license and certifications. Now, many persons do not have digital certificates, right? And this is because let me tell you, we are all human beings, and then nobody is a fool. Before anybody will pay you any amount of money, and the person is not seeing you physically, the person is going to research you. The person is going to make background check to know that this person is actually legit. You know, the way Yahoo is going now, people no people rarely trust on people online. When money is involved, people will rarely trust you because they can't be sending money to somebody they don't know for anywhere for a job they don't even know that this person can be able to deliver. So they're going to check you, they're going to do background check before they give you any gig, sign any contract. They're going to do thorough background check. And now this is where your license and certification plays or comes in. So you have to have a license or a certification with a recognized company. I have certifications with Google, I have certification with MasterCard, I have certification with Pan Atlantic University, I have certification with ALX, a couple of other big digital organizations that is on my LinkedIn profile. So you have to have digital certificates on your profile. Many people they neglect all these things, and that is where the problem is. They don't put all these things on the profile, and when somebody comes or view their profile, the person see that this person, how can I trust this person now? If anything goes wrong, who can I get to that can get to this person that can catch this person? I don't know if you understand where I'm coming from, but then you need to have digital certifications on your profile, not just digital certification, any certification you have, any professional certification you have, needs in line with your field though. The other certifications I have that's not in line with what I'm doing currently on LinkedIn, so they are not on my profile, right? But if you want to put them, you can put them. But the certifications that should be on your profile should be certification that is in line with what you are doing. So yeah, we've spoken about banner, we've spoken about your profile picture, we've spoken about your headline, we've spoken about your feature section, we've spoken about your about, and we've also spoken about what's it called now? What's the last thing? Can somebody tell me the last thing?
License and
I just
certification.
license and certifications. Very good. So we've spoken about that. So that with all this, if this are they five now? If these five things or six things are in place on your profile, I'm telling you, you've you've done 50% of strategically positioning yourself on LinkedIn. If you can ensure that these five things I've mentioned you pay attention to them very well, then you fix them on your profile. You've positioned yourself strategically up to 50%. The next thing you should or you would want to pay attention to is the kind of content you are putting out. As a professional, for crying out loud, how will you be putting out the profile putting out a post with you taking a selfie with a background that is not professional? Nobody's going to take you serious. LinkedIn is not for it's not Instagram, it's not Facebook, it's not TikTok that you go there to catch cruise to have fun. And many of these persons that are doing these things are the ones still complaining that LinkedIn is scam. Are the ones still complaining that people on LinkedIn are exaggerating their results. Like I will always tell people, don't be part of the people saying these things. So the kind of content you put out plays a long role. It plays a large role as to positioning yourself to strategically positioning yourself on LinkedIn. So you need to calm down, settle down, get good professional content with good pictures, selling yourself out as a professional that you are. I know a lot of us know that LinkedIn is a professional space, right? But then don't be part of the people putting out content that are not intellectually sound, content that people cannot relate to, content that is just random content, something you just come up with and then you just use AI. AI is your friend. A lot of people are saying AI is coming to take over, AI is this, AI is that. I use AI a lot as it has to do with putting out content on LinkedIn, but then you humanize. Where you be a fool is when you are using AI to think for yourself. AI is not AI and is here. You will be harming yourself is when allow the AI to think for you. Now, the way you can use AI is you giving it ideas to work on. So let's say I want to talk about I'm trying to come up with something now. I want to come up with a post about maybe about social media. About social media. What I do is I think about I brainstorm about ideas of posts that most likely social media's manager are going to come up with. Then I feed these ideas with to my ChatGPT and tell it to come up with several contents that suits this idea. And then it gives me a list of options, and then I pick one, and then I humanize it, add my own I make it sound human. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say, but Don't allow AI to think for you, but AI is very good. You should use AI to come up with sound intellectual content, not just coming up with casual content. No, you don't know who is reading that content. You don't know who that content is going to get to. So if they're not, if the content are not intellectually sound, people will just, and they will not even react to it. LinkedIn can be very funny. You can post and then even one reaction you will not get. LinkedIn can be very frustrating. And this is one of the reasons why many people are not even active on LinkedIn, because they feel they're putting out content and then they're not getting engagement, they're not getting results. And then you will not get results if you're not doing the right thing. You can't be putting out content that nobody can relate to, that content that are just casual content that anybody can come up with, and then you expect to reaction on that content. It's not going to work. This is LinkedIn, for crying out loud. So after you must have optimized your profile, it doesn't just stop there. You have to now this content of a thing, it has to be very, very, very consistent, because people have to get to know you and be familiar with you to trust you before they can give you work. You don't just expect people to, because you optimize your profile and then you post today, the next time you're posting is on Friday. Let's say, no, you post on Monday, the next time you're posting is on Friday. After that Friday, the next time you're posting is 2 weeks, in 2 weeks' time again, and then you expect people to trust you and be giving you work. It does not work that way. Human beings, we are not, nobody is a fool. You have to be consistently putting out content. For you to get the opportunity that on LinkedIn, you have to be consistent in putting out intellectually sound content that people can, that sound and great minds can see and like, wow, this content is relatable, it's nice, I can relate to this content, and then they reach out to you for a gig, contract. So it doesn't stop at you optimizing your profile. I started with us optimizing our LinkedIn profile. Now we are now at content, putting out intellectually sound content consistently. I tell you, if you are consistent enough, there is no how you optimize. Let me even say this to us. LinkedIn profile very well, like a professional, and then I do this. Let me chip this in. I optimize LinkedIn profile for people, and then I set up LinkedIn profile, optimize it, and also manage LinkedIn profile for people, high profile individuals, very high profile individuals. So there is no how you're going to optimize your profile professionally and then you put out content consistently for 1 month. For 1 month straight of that, you're not going to get a gig from LinkedIn. I don't know what you need working in. I don't want to know what you need to. I don't want to. There is no how your profile will be optimized professional, and then you're putting out intellectual, relatable, educative content consistently that in a month that you will not get a gig. And the way LinkedIn gigs come, it doesn't come small. It comes big. It comes very big, because the people on LinkedIn are professionals, are big. They are governors, ministers, captain of industries, CEOs. Think about the people that are on LinkedIn. So when they're reaching out to you, they're not reaching out to you to come and give you 10,000 naira. They're not reaching out to you to come and give you they're reaching out to you with contracts, and these contracts are what some of them are in millions. So you need to make them know that, okay, this contract they want to give you, you are capable you can deliver. You need to make them know that from your profile and from the content you are putting out, you need to convince them. So I've made mention of we or us not chasing. I started with opportunities, right? Not chasing after opportunities, but strategically positioning yourself. Now, mind you, chasing after or going after opportunities is not totally wrong. What I'm having issue is you consistently having to go after these opportunities. You will get weary, you will get tired. If every day you have to wake up, you are chasing after opportunities, you will get tired. And is that how you want to live your life? When you can just position yourself to attract these opportunities. Are we following? Are we still with me?
Yes, we are with you, sir.
All right. Is it just Mr. Emmanuel that's on this call? I think we have other people. I want to hear other people speak.
I'm with you as well.
Okay, Caleb, Mr. Caleb in the DA. I think there's David also. Are we following? Is Caleb still with us, or he has gone to do something else? Indeed, are you here? David, are you here? All right, great. Thank you so much for the response. So yeah, I've spoken about quite a couple of things, and then I hope we are taking notes. I hope we are we are noting things down. Now, to the aspect of now, I've explained how you can strategically position yourself to attract opportunities on LinkedIn. The thing is, I've come to understand that many persons are aware of these things. They know, not that they don't know it, too, but where the issue is now is applying these things, implementation of these things, carrying these things out. They are aware that LinkedIn can change their life. They are aware that LinkedIn can give them money in dollars. They are aware that they can get opportunities from LinkedIn. But where the problem now lies is them taking that step to do it. Is them acting on what they know. Many people don't want to act. They are aware of this thing. So I just want to urge us after this class or after this session, I want to urge us to actually go and implement these things. Pay attention to, pay attention to your LinkedIn profile. Pay attention to your LinkedIn profile. So um lastly is now you having to, there's what we call cold DMs, sending cold DMs and sending outbound messages. That's the last thing I'm going to be talking about before I wrap up. So now, there are some persons that will meet you and tell you that they are strategically positioned, their profile is optimized, they're putting out good content, but then they're not getting leads, they're not getting clients, they're not getting anything. There's this popular thing that goes, if Mount as he how did he even say it? That if the mountain did not come to Muhammad, Muhammad goes to the mountain. There's a saying that goes that way. I can't really remember it word for word now, but if these opportunities are not coming to you, you've ticked all the box. All the boxes are ticked. Your profile is, you know that, and you are convinced within you that your profile is optimized professionally, and then you are putting out content daily, consistently, and this content are sound, are nice, are good content, but then you're not getting leads. This is where sending sending cold deals and outbound messages comes, with also engaging with other creators posts on LinkedIn. Now, many people feel that because their profile is optimized, because they're putting out content, they don't need to send outbound messages. They don't need to reach out for opportunities. They don't need to send CEOs messages, and they don't need to also comment on other people's posts. You are doing yourself a very huge harm. Listen out on a lot if this is your mindset towards LinkedIn, right? So personally, I do this once in a while. I send outbound messages. I reach out to organizations, big organization, and I send them cold DMs. I tell them, okay, I see what you're doing. I identify a gap in their online presence, and then I pitch a solution to them. Okay, I can do the. I noticed that this and this and this is happening with your company. I noticed that this and this and this is going wrong. It's not done properly. I can in this space before with so and so company. I'm working currently with so and so company. If you don't mind, I would love to work with you. As simple as that message is. If you send this kind of messages to, let's say in a day, you send this kind of messages to 10 CEOs. Now, this is after you must have optimized your profile. Oh, this is after your profile is strategically positioned. Oh, you send this kind of message to them. There is no how. One will not respond and say, okay, let me look through your profile. Let me go through your profile. And then they go through your profile and they see that you're actually really good. They will reach out to you and then they will sign a contract with you. I don't know if you understand. So there are numerous ways of getting opportunities out of LinkedIn. Then lastly is you engaging on other creators' posts. Now I've had somebody reach out to me telling me that he saw my comment on somebody on so and so person's post, and then he saw how sound I was, how articulate I was with the comment I left on that person's post, and then he would love to work with me. I did not go after, I just not that first, and somebody saw it, the CEO saw it, and then reached out to me. Now, while the person will reach out to me and still want to work with me, is because I can tell you for a fact, before that person decided that he wants to work with me, that person must have gone through my profile. I don't know if you understand. That person has gone through my profile. There's no way my comment alone will be enough to convince the person. And then, like I said earlier, LinkedIn will always notify you when somebody views your profile. And anybody that is viewing your profile, that your profile views, and you're telling you that LinkedIn is telling you that you have 2,000 profile views, you have 15,000. Those people are your prospective clients that checked you out, but they found out that you are not a serious person. They found out that you're not active, and they left. They did not send you a message. So if all your boxes are checked, your profile is strategically positioned, you've optimized your profile, you're putting out content daily to get opportunities from LinkedIn, you have to comment, leave sound comment, intellectually sound comment on other creators' posts on a daily, and also send cold DM, send messages to senior executives, to founders, to CEOs, to governors, to minister. I reached out to a billionaire on LinkedIn, and then I was shocked. I got a response from this man, a very popular billionaire that I know all of us know that person. I reached out to him and I was like, I've been following your works for a while, sir, and then I would love to work with you as an ambassador for your brand, blah, 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 blah. I just dropped the message, and he was like, fine, good. So if all your boxes are checked, what you need to do is reach out to these persons for opportunities. Are we following? Are we still with me?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, that's great. So I'll be ending this section with this. So if LinkedIn, if you feel that your LinkedIn is not working for you, right? You feel that you're on LinkedIn as a professional, but then you've been struggling with LinkedIn, you're not making headway with LinkedIn, there's no job coming, there's no client, you want speaking engagement from LinkedIn, you want partnership from LinkedIn, you want international opportunities, all these are available on LinkedIn. And you want your LinkedIn to open international doors, you want your profile to be opening. I have a lot of testimonies. There is a lot of results I can show you as it has to do with me being consistent on LinkedIn. I can tell you, being consistent on LinkedIn pays a lot. I just can't start sharing my testimonies now, but I can tell you there is a lot of result I've gotten from being consistent on LinkedIn. And all these things I've mentioned, getting a job, getting clients, getting speaking engagement, getting partnership, international partnership, getting international opportunities, they are all available on LinkedIn, but your profile has to be well professionally optimized. If you would like me to optimize your profile or take a look at the profile, you can reach out to me after this call. Just reach out to me, but it's not it's not free, but you can reach out to me after this call so that we work on your profile and then optimize your profile. So I think with that, I'm done. Is there any question? You have any question from everything I've said? You have any question? You're not clear on something? You want me to clear something? Just any question? Let's use the next 18 minutes to answer questions.
All right. If you have a question, you can just unmute and ask. David said no question from his end. Mr. Caleb, do you have any question?
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
All right, thank you so much for that section. So I have a question, and it is that, how do you ensure consistency on LinkedIn? How do you ensure that you are always coming back every week? I'm asking this because many times I've tried to stay consistent on LinkedIn, and I just maybe stay consistent for a while, and then some other time I'm not still consistent. It's just like going in and out, going in and out. So what measures can I put in place to ensure that I always return there every day?
Okay, that's a very nice question. Have you? Let me let me ask you this question. Have you gotten any gig from LinkedIn?
No, I haven't.
Okay, when did you start out?
Okay. So I created the account few years back, but I just tend to be consistent
Okay, so the thing
like
is, so the thing is, see, consistency a lot to do with discipline. Now this is where it starts because at first you're not going to be. I'm not going to promise you that you immediately you become consistent on LinkedIn. If you post for 1 week, after 1 week you get a client. It doesn't work that way, my sister. But consistency or being consistent on LinkedIn pays. So it has a lot to do with you being very disciplined. You discipline yourself that okay, this thing, no, I want this thing to work. This thing, no, it must work, and then it has a lot. I can't I can't tell you that there are measures I put in place to be consistent, right? And even if I give you these measures, or I share a measure with you to put in place, because I can tell you over time, we human beings, we are naturally wired to break rules. We are naturally that's it. We are not that's how we created, right? You are naturally want to what they say don't do is that thing you want to be doing. Do you understand? That's how we are naturally created. So I can't give you measures say do this, or do that. But then you just have to make that decision and make that decision that this thing, I want it to work for me and it's going to work for me. This thing, I'm hearing people saying that LinkedIn is paying their bills, LinkedIn is giving them money in millions. I want to partake of this thing. It just has to do with you making that bold decision and saying this thing must work for me, and then staying true to it, sticking to that decision. Do you understand? And then personally, one of the things that motivates me is because I'm making money from LinkedIn, so I just have to be consistent. Because if I'm not consistent, I will not make my money. Though I can, as it stands now, I've God has graciously helped me. Even if I don't post on LinkedIn for the next 1 week or even 1 month, I still have people reaching out to me from LinkedIn that okay, they saw my post, they saw and then they want to work with me. You understand? But that's because I've been consistent over the years. I've grown. I have over 11,000 hours there. Do you understand? But for you now, coming up, that you're not getting people reaching out, you're not getting messages from LinkedIn, you're not getting people reaching out to you, you're not making money from the app. You will get discouraged a lot along the line. But you are the one that will say, I no go agree for this thing, or this thing must work for me. This thing must work for me. And then another thing I can tell you is this: you can get an accountability partner. I think this is what can help you or will work for you. I don't know, but you get an accountability partner while we are still trying to build up. Tell a friend or someone that okay, I want to take my LinkedIn account very serious. I want to take my personal branding very serious. I want to be very active on LinkedIn every day. Check up on me, ask me have I posted. If I don't post, just remind me, help me, please. I need to build up on LinkedIn. Just get an accountability partner. I think this will work.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, let me just add something to what Mr. Joseph said. I think one of the best way you can be consistent with anything is to understand your why. Now, why are you on LinkedIn in the first place? So if you can figure out the reason why you are there, for example, for most of us, all of us on Scale It, for example, right? We need to get clients from LinkedIn to buy what we are to buy our offers, the one-on-one call, your coaching session. So if you can understand that this is why I am here and this is the process that will get me the kind of result I need, then the question of consistency will not be there. So first thing first, understand your why, and very important also that accountability partner is very important. Yes, when you understand your why, and you start based on that your why, there are some times that you will be carried away, you will be tired, right? You will feel overwhelmed. But when there's an accountability system in place, then it cautions you. So one of the things you want to do, why are you on LinkedIn? Just answer that question. What are you actually looking for there? Because from experience, I used to say I'm not a social media person until I started scaling. You get, the moment the brand just came up, I just became consistent by fire by force. The moment I understand that without me being consistent here, there's nothing, no result I will get. And like you said, sending cold DMs. Most of the people we got on Scaling platform, we sent them cold DMs to get their attention and for them to get onboarded. So we did not wait um, for them to reach out to us, right? Because we are just starting. We have not really positioned ourselves as an authority in that area. So we needed to send message out to them to get them. So thank you so much, Mr. Samuel. Any other question? Any other question? Mr. Caleb, do you have a question? Okay, like I said while we started that to do great things, we must do fewer things. So this is just a call for each and every one of us to take your LinkedIn account seriously. Position yourself as instructors. You can go over this video again. It will be uploaded for us to watch later. So you position yourself so that you can attract paying clients. Okay. So um the business or this particular ecosystem we are in is a service-based business. And when it comes to service-based business, they need to know what you can offer. They need to know that yes, you can really offer what you said you can offer before they actually pay you. That is why the whole consistency online is very important, because people will not pay, they will not drop their money for someone that disappears once in a while, right? Especially the fact that they don't know you on a one-on-one basis. So LinkedIn and other social media platform are our traffic source. So we want to effectively position ourselves on those platforms so that we can attract paying clients. And I'm emphasizing on paying clients because you don't want to attract bots. You don't want to attract people that will not have the means to pay for the service you render. I went through all our profile. I saw the charges for one-on-one session for each person, and I'm saying that okay, if you are really charging this much for a one-on-one call, that means you need to take your LinkedIn profile, LinkedIn page seriously, because that is where you are going to get the people that will pay that amount of money for a one-on-one session with you. Your WhatsApp status will not do that job. The people on your WhatsApp status are people at maybe below the same level, below the level you are, or at the same level that you are. So they might not be able to pay that kind of money. But when you go on LinkedIn, you see professionals that will pay it. So you want to take it very serious. So the system is there. The system is there. The scaling system, the website is there. It's working fine, and you don't have a system problem. You don't have a skill problem. You are skilled in the areas that you have mentioned when you onboarded on Scale It, and the system is there. The problem we have now is traffic, and that is why this session is very important. And like our coach has said, please, you can reach out to him after this session so that he can put you through or handle your page for you. He has so many results. I wish he can just share some of those results, right? He has so many results that, in fact, there is, I'm following your status on the session you are taking, the classes you have been taking of recent, and I've seen testimonies from that class, from that session. So he has many results. He has proof. if it's proof that you need. Then there's also one testimony I would like to share. I think I read it on LinkedIn of a lady that have been consistent for 1 year. And one of the clients that reached out to her told her that, oh, I've been following you since last year, and I want to commend you for your consistency. No day has passed without you posting, right? And they offered her a contract. In my head, I'm like, oh boy, consistency pays, and people are watching. So the client that will pay you might be on your network already, but they are just waiting for you to be consistent. They just need little consistency. Just they are just watching you over a period of time. Then they will say, okay, I think I can work with this guy. This guy have shown consistency for a period of time. All right. So please, let's take it serious. Let's reach out to Mr. Samuel Joseph. I will tag him so that you will see his contact on the group, so you can reach out to him and either ask him to undo your LinkedIn page, or he put you through. And like he said, it's not free of charge. He has given you this session free of charge, so it's not going to undo your profile free of charge. So thank you so much, Mr. Sam, for tonight's session. We have gained clarity. This is not clarity series, but we have gained clarity on how to handle our um, LinkedIn optimization and position ourselves well. All right. So in the absence of any question, we're just going to round up for tonight, and I'm going to upload this video and send us the recording will be available in just give me 30 minutes. The recording will be available. I'm going to upload it and share the link so that we can watch it. All right. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Thank you for showing up till this moment. We'll see you on Saturday or on the platform, as the case may be. Thank you, everybody.